The battle of the billboards continued today as the Crosse County Board considered a new ordinance that would limit signs in the area. And that has some in the business community upset. News 8's Jenna Traum joins us live in our studio with a look at both sides of this controversial issue. Jenna?
Mike and Lisa, the committee did not come to a decision today, and they're looking at months of work ahead of them. The proposal would mean no new billboards could be built and no current signs could switch to electronic ones. Rich Kastenschmidt has lived in this house for 45 years. But a few months ago, an electronic billboard by Highway 16 lit up his view of the bluffs, and not in a good way.
It's visual pollution is what it is.
And he wants to put a stop to the spread of electronic billboards in the area.
This sign we're stuck with, we understand that. But we don't want anybody else to get in that same predicament, so we're taking up the fight to protect the area.
La Crosse has more signs than any other city in the state of Wisconsin, except for Milwaukee, and the ordinance under consideration by the County Planning Committee reflects the view that we have more than enough.
There are enough billboards in La Crosse for advertisers to get their message across. So we say no new billboards, no new static billboards in La Crosse. We also say no conversions of existing billboards to electronic billboards.
But some say the proposal is anti-business. The La Crosse Chamber of Commerce emailed out a letter written by Olympus Media and the La Crosse Sign Company.
There's a letter circulating through the business community that first is inaccurate about what I understand the county's ordinance to say, and it's needlessly alarming a lot of businesses.
For example, it says the ordinance would impact existing signs, but the proposal only applies to new signs.
Did you check to see the way that they broke down the ordinance was accurate with the actual written ordinance?
In my review of the ordinance and review of the letter, I think everything written was presented fairly and accurately.
Regardless, he thinks the ordinance is a move in the wrong direction, one that might eventually make its way to the city of La Crosse.
When you change the rules for frequency of message change and those kind of things, that's going to eventually track its way into all the signs that are in our communities, because then whose job is it going to be to police what is a grandfathered sign and what is a new sign?
And although the ordinance wouldn't change anything for the sign outside Kastenschmidt's window, he's worried about the community as a whole.
We're not anti-business. We're basically trying to do what's fair for the city, and when they say the city, we're saying all the people in the city, business and residential.
The ordinance in question would only affect unincorporated, mostly rural areas in the county. The city of La Crosse, Onalaska, and the 4 villages would not be affected.
All right, thanks, Jenna. Now, a committee is currently assessing the impact of electronic signs in the city of La Crosse. They will eventually present a proposal to the city council, but it could be months before that happens. A former